What's up, YouTube? This video is brought to you by Webull. If you'd like to help out the channel and get 2 free stocks, make sure you check out my link below. Hey, I'm Sain, and if you're new here, I make videos on personal finance and how to invest and build wealth through the stock market. I started this Robinhood challenge for 2 reasons. Number 1, I wanted to simplify investing for those that wanted to invest but didn't quite know how. And number 2, I wanted to show you guys in real time the companies that I invest in to grow my portfolio from $0 to 10K, and then eventually from 10K to 100K. So feel free to join me on the journey by grabbing some free stock using my link below, or sit back and watch. Either way, I appreciate it. Today's video, guys, is about a stock that I'm loading up on, and I'm going to encourage you guys to do the same if you feel the same way about this stock. Without further ado, let's take a look at my portfolio so we can dive right in. Okay, guys, as you can see, my portfolio is currently sitting at $49,044.26 on the day. Not too much is going on. On the week, we are up a little over 1%. On the month, we are up over 6.5%. If I take you guys 3 months out, we are up a little bit over 15.5%. If we go 1 year, even though I haven't had this account 1 year yet, guys, we are up 17%, very close to 19%. And if I take you guys out all time, again, we are up over 17%. Listen, guys, if you're new here, I welcome you, man. I started this account in January with $0, and I come on each and every day to show you guys how to properly build a portfolio. First goal was 10K. Now we're on a road to 100K, man. So like and subscribe and join me on the journey. Today, guys, I got a potential home run for us. You guys already know I talked to you about this stock. I introduced this a while ago. However, when you have a good stock, I can't help but to reiterate the importance of us getting our position established in it. This one, guys, is LCA, otherwise known as Lancadia Holding, currently sitting at $14.56. Guys, you already know there's a merger underway, and this will eventually potentially become the next DraftKings. I believe it can do better because they're already more profitable than DraftKings from a balance sheet perspective. But listen, guys, I told you about this previously, and I want to tell you about it again. If you haven't already got your 125 shares minimum established in this, please do so. When the merger hits, we have a chance to have a lot of success with this position. And so I want us to be on the front end of that, okay? And why wait when we can get in right now under $15? Right now, I told you the stock is currently sitting at $14.26. Listen, we can begin to build our position out in the 14s if we have any dip between now and the merger. Cop some more in the 13s. We would love it if it go down to 12, 11, or 10 by then. However, I'm not sure what the stock will do. You can't predict the market. All we can do is be ready to pounce, build out our positions the right way so that we take off to the moon when the stock shoots off, okay? So listen, guys, make sure you put this on your radar. It should already be on your watch list, but if you haven't already started building your position, begin to do so, okay? I'm very high on this one. I've done all the research. I'm just coming on here to tell you what's top of mind for me. Again, if you need more information, feel free to look it up on your own. It's all there. We all got access to the same info. Do your due diligence, but just know I got you guys covered, man. We want this one, and we want to build out a huge position, at least a minimum of 125 shares. But I don't care if you have 500 shares. I don't care if you had 300, but get in on this one. Again, I believe we'll see great success with this one. Guys, I'm not going to belabor the point. You got to know a good company when you see one. We have one in front of us. It's time to start shifting away from Apple and Tesla if you got your positions built out, because again, those have run up a lot in the last few days and a few weeks. And so you guys have to start shifting your focus just a tad bit. This is one that I want to guide us towards. Up next, guys, we have our word of the day, and our word of the day is FOMO, otherwise known as fear of missing out. Listen, man, the stock market is booming right now, and a lot of you could be coming in contact with FOMO, otherwise known as the fear of missing out. That is when you guys get caught chasing stocks because you missed them on the front end. And so now that you see them running up, you're all of a sudden trying to dive in and get you a position established. Typically, it don't turn out well for people that do that, okay? That's why it's important to do the research like we do on the front end, and then discuss stocks well in advance, and so that we're all in position to take the ride when the stock actually goes up versus trying to buy it while it's going up. When it's going up is not the time that you want to be buying stocks. That is what we call the fear of missing out, because you feel like, man, everybody is eating off of this stock. I'm not. and I missed out, but let me at least get in. Typically, that's how you become a bag holder. Those that do that oftentimes get caught holding the bag when sells off, and then all of a sudden when it comes back down or it cools off a bit, it comes back to the price point you got in at. Now you're already at a loss just that quick, okay? And so listen guys, we don't want to be in the fear of missing out group. That's why I come on here each and every day to tell us in advance what positions to get in, how many shares to buy, and what price points to buy at, so that we can make sure that we part of the ones sipping champagne and popping bottles at the end of the day, okay? Up next, guys, we have our question of the day, and our question of the day comes from Alex Nunez. He says, Chris, what do I do if I have money in a stock that I have already lost more than 70% on, and I don't see it moving up? As a matter of fact, it went even lower today. Please help with some advice. Really appreciate your page and all the information you shared. Thanks, Alex. Alex, man, I thank you so much for this comment as well as this question. Listen, kind of to our word of the day about fear of missing out. Typically, if you're down 78%, there's a chance you either got in something late or you got in at the wrong price. This is an example of someone that may have been a casualty of the fear of missing out. On the other end, it's not beyond anybody to be at some point in a loser, okay? Sometimes stocks just tank, you know what I'm saying? If you guys own Carnival Cruise at 35 and then when it was all the way down at $10 or $8, you could have been down 70% as well. And so it happens to the best of us. Alex is no different. Matter of fact, we're going to encourage him and dig him out of this hole. Simply put, sometimes stocks fall too deep for you to recover your losses, and so in those type of cases you have to take the L and move on. In other cases, it just might be a downtime like a Wells Fargo or AT&T. Although those type of stocks have been stagnated for a long amount of time, I believe they'll get back to the prices that they once were. But that all depends on the stock, okay? That all depends on the company. That all depends on the CEO. And that's why I want you guys to begin to focus more on who are these leaders leading these companies? Who are the person in charge? And you guys need to know that, because you need to know their pedigree. You need to know their resume. You need to know what they've done in the past so that you know what they can do in the future. Okay, when you're down 70%, I don't even want to recommend considering averaging down, because that's a lot to be down. Okay, you average down in something you love. You average down when something is down a little bit. Something that's down 70%, again, it might be time for you to wash your hands and move on. Okay, I told you guys, don't fall in love with these stocks. Don't hesitate to go to divorce court and file your papers. All right, we're not married to none of these stocks. We are making sure that we are invested in the best and quality companies that will make our money do what we needed to do on our behalf. Okay, so again, in the case of Alex, I want you guys to be strategic, be smart, put stop losses in order, put trailing stop losses in order, because on this channel, I don't want to see nobody down 70% following me. You might have been down 70% following somebody else, or before you met me, or prior to coming here, but over here, we don't do that. Okay, so put the trailing stop loss in place, put a stop loss in place. Okay, there's ways around losing big and holding the bag when these stocks drop heavy. Listen, Alex, I thank you once again for this question. I want you to stay encouraged, man, because there's brighter days on the way. There's a million stocks that's doing good, and so you got a variety to choose from to, again, recoup the losses and then take off from there. Listen, guys, if you have comments, make sure you leave them below. I'll grab them, add them to my next video. Listen, I make videos like this every week, so if you like this one, make sure you check out the next one. Remember, most people see the end result, very few consider the journey. Do me a favor, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you grab some free stock using my link below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.